Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you so much for downloading and checking us out this week. We are back for more Sentinel comics. Last time...
on Critical Hit!
Yes. I think we saved a giant tree, and we killed a bunch of robo-spiders, and we got a lovely jazz solo from a hero who was buried under some rubble.
Yes, he did manage to locate and revive the Argent Adept so that he can help the tree in its mending. But unfortunately, before you were able to investigate much further, you got a sudden distress call from the Visionary.
And what does the Visionary want with us?
The Visionary seems to be having some problem in Ravenwood.
Oh, great.
Where quite a few of you would have dealt with the Dreamer incident way back when. Which, for those of you not up to the Sentinel Comics lore, the Dreamer is this version's reality of Visionary, or Vanessa Long.
Still a little girl.
Well, she'd probably be like a preteen around this time.
Oh, okay.
But,
very powerful psychic.
Yes. So the Visionary's an older adult version of Vanessa Long from a different reality where she was raised as a weapon. In her travels, she kind of got an evil consciousness trapped in her head and, became evil for a while, but she's better now.
She's Jean Grey with like a splice in of Cable.
And Professor X with the hair.
Yeah, it's fair. Well, I associate the hair with just being like, the Seven from Stranger Things lab test thing.
Yeah. Fair enough. And so
I think we all decided that we were going to head over to Ravenwood, and we upped and awayed, and are making our way to that next city. By the way, for those of you that didn't remember from last time, I am playing Legacy, kind of the one of the longer been around, one of the longer heroes.
Yes.
I'm the mighty flying leader of the Freedom Five. And I'm ready to punch and to inspire the rest of the heroes on my team. Matthew, who are you playing?
I am playing Rockstar, the new kid on the block, the new hotness,
the young
ingenua. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Only not, and you're the devil for saying it.
No, that would be Hanson.
Just stop. just seriously stop. Nobody knows who that is, dude. It was 25 years ago. Let it go. But yes, Rockstar, Megan the Hammer, fights things with the power of rocks and also showing off.
Yes. Also, speeding along is Sam's character.
Tachyon, the super science speedster, and also I am a member of the Freedom Five.
Excellent. And finally, making his way, I assume, on ice bridges being spewed out.
Probably.
Yep.
Absolute Zero.
Yes.
Yeah, another member of the Freedom Five. Good guy, Mr. Freeze, with the attitude.
Yes.
Nice to see you again, Rob.
Oh, God. You're just going to keep making you regret your decisions.
Every time.
Just comfort yourself with the fact that your character is really cool. Oh, God, I didn't even mean it.
I was waiting for him. I knew
I feel even worse. I'm sorry. Even my attempts at comfort turned into ice jokes. God. Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger, you've ruined a good thing for everyone.
Today was a good day.
Ruined or created?
That's actually an Ice Cube joke now that I think about it, so.
Nice.
You had to be there. The young kids get it.
So.
Do they?
I think you mean the opposite of that.
He said young kids, Rob. You are now in the plus 30 and over category. You're no longer young.
Yeah, but I'm not thinking a lot of young kids are going to get an Ice Cube joke.
Yeah, they watched the Law and Order.
There was literally just a movie last year. Zach knows all about it.
Yes.
It was
that was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
I don't care.
I saw that
Time
with them.
passes differently for me. Stop giving me the cold shoulder.
No.
Anyways.
All right, chill out, guys.
We got a lot of work to do tonight, okay?
No.
Yes. So
That
you
one was
guys
good.
speed your way towards Ravenwood, a suburb of Rook City, one of the more terrible cities in America, with rampant with crime and villainy. It's been seen even better days than now, as most of it's been pretty destroyed by the Oblivion Crisis. However, as you roll into Ravenwood, the previous location of the Dreamer event, it's seemed to have fared pretty well. Most of the neatly manicured suburban houses still seem very together and homely. As you had been traveling along, the Visionary has reached out to you, having been told that you are on the way by Argent Adept, and gave you a psychic beacon to the location. And you make your way towards the old home of this reality's Vanessa Long, the Dreamer, who had at one point fallen into a unconscious coma and created a whole bunch of psychic monsters that ran a rampage. But most of you helped kind of put that to rest. And so you're coming to the house. You see a door open and hear commotion inside.
I will speed right in.
All right. As you speed right in, you see basically what seems to be a glowing portal near the back wall of the living room. The Visionary seems to be there in this crystalline-looking cocoon of psychic energy as she tries to fend off several reptilian-looking purple beings with a whole bunch of spikes and teeth and claws as they try to frantically claw at this cocoon of psychic energy.
Oh boy.
That doesn't sound like fun at all. Now we're assuming she's inside of that?
Yeah, you see,
we
you can
see
we
her
can see her inside.
Her
Okay.
inside of it.
Translucent.
Psychic energy is transparent. It's the law. But seriously, it comes right after all owls must wear graduation caps.
It's true. Well, I guess it's time to enter the fray and start punching some lizards in the face.
Yeah.
All right.
How to
So
save a life.
Graduates in the 100-acre wood, Matthew.
you enter the fray. You see what seems to be about 8 of these demonic beings fighting at the Visionary. And let me pop you guys in here.
Man. We're still as injured as we were in the last fight, too, right?
I would go ahead and I'm not sure if you're supposed to be. Oh, that does remind me. There was one thing we had neglected to do at the end of the last fight. You guys had gathered a number of hero points across the previous issue.
Like 5 of them.
I've got 4
5?
of them.
I've got 5.
You should all have the same amount. So, Sam, you might as well mark
I have
5.
I've got 5, too.
All right. And so, first of all, yes, we need to discuss these hero points, because what you can do is you can trade those in for one-time bonuses that you can use in this issue only.
Ooh.
So if you want, you can have 5 +1 bonuses, or you can have a +2 and a +3 bonus, or you can just have a single hefty +5 bonus if you want.
Do we have to decide that now?
Yeah, you're supposed to decide that basically at the end of the previous issue. And
Well, we totally did that. That's what happened.
I will take 5 +1 bonuses.
Interesting.
I'm going to go with 2 +2s and 1 +1.
Fair enough.
I'm going to follow my leader's lead.
I'm going to go 2, 1, 2 to be different.
All right, so the issue that I'm thinking of was was Legacy number 2, which is a +2. And then there was Legacy number 20, which also has a +2. And then there is a Legacy 100, but this one was not in great condition. So it's only got a +1.
All right. So, but yeah, I was down to 15 hit points as of last one. So I don't know if that resets between sessions or anything like that.
Oh, yeah. Good call. I think since it is a new issue here, a new adventure, I will go ahead and have you heal back up to full.
Woohoo!
You had some time to eat some super protein pellets and
I definitely
use
must carry those around.
Crazy. Well, she has, her super crazy high metabolism.
Yep,
so.
Exactly. Speedster snacks.
Takes her protein pills.
Yes.
She puts her helmet on. It's
fine. All right, Major Tom. Okay. You collect.
I'm a rock star. I'm going to be making musical references throughout this issue.
Now, the other bonus that I didn't mention last time that you do also have access to is each of you do have a previous collection you can also invoke once per session. Basically, with that, you can choose after rolling, change the number on one die to anything you choose, and then determine the mid-max, and after doing that. Or you can establish one fact about the scene your hero is in based on a previous issue. And so you're given pretty carte blanche to just make up a narrative fact there. Or you can invoke your collection instead of taking a minor twist, provided you can think of an explanation of how it's relevant to the situation. And in these cases, you're basically, these are when editor notes would pop up in comics saying, see the previous whatever issue, and... So, you just make a reference to how your previous experiences are helping you in this particular situation, and you mark to use that for this session, and you can take one of those bonuses.
Nice.
That's a great mechanic. I love that.
Yes, and that's generally the only real experience mechanic in this game.
Is like an introduced facts or avoid a bad thing.
Yes, because, basically when you're changing your character, you're just kind of moving things around, it seems. You're not actually increasing stats or too much.
Sure.
But it's interesting, but we'll see more about that, I guess, when the full rules come out. But
so did we add last episode's issue?
Yeah, we ended that. That was the...
So, at the bottom of my character sheet, I have a thing that says issues with a add button.
Oh. Basically you add that, and when you get 6 issues, then you cash it in for another collection, another
what
trade.
was the name of that issue? Or what
that issue would have been, what is it, Justice Comics 80... Hold on. Let me just go to front page. Freedom 5, number 801, and we are now rolling into Freedom 5, number 802.
Okay, cool.
Man.
Told you that we got first billum.
Man, I should get first billing.
Well, that's what the Daybreak issues are for.
I mean, normally non-Freedom 5 members only show up in the annuals, so...
But I'm cool.
You're the special guest.
No, Absolute Zero is cool.
Oh.
You rock.
You know what?
Yeah.
Brian, I'm switching to Ambuscade so that I can have an outrageous French accent to fight Rob's cold puns. I just feel so isolated.
Rob has made one cold pun.
Isolated.
My heart is broken, and now I glue it back together.
All right, so basically as you launch into action, the visionary calls out from her cocoon there saying, careful, do not destroy the house. And so in order to prevent too much collateral damage, you will be taking -2 to your attack and overcome actions during this fight.
Oh, boy.
And as Tachyon has been pretty proactive at jumping in at the opportunity to start facing things, I'll let her go first.
Sweet. So, okay. So there's how is this working? Is it just like a big group, one big group, or are they?
Yeah, they're all pretty much kind of gathered around the visionary trying to break through her psychic force field, but as you run in, they all kind of turn and hiss at you and are starting to skitter towards you.
Okay. I guess I'll kick this off with a bang with a hypersonic assault.
Okay.
So I'm taking a -2 penalty to all attacks.
Yep.
That's not great. But I guess I'll negate part of that with one of those +1s that we get for the issue. So.
All right.
So I'm going to use. Is it locked? What I use for a hypersonic assault? Yeah, it's finesse. So, finesse. and speed, and I don't have any penalties, so just basic action. And I have -1. So.
And what are you doing to?
Oh yeah, basically she's gonna do a classic speedster, run around in a circle around the cocoon, punching at each of the demons in turn, in a blur of red and white
and blue.
Okay.
And blue. I'm a super patriotic speedster.
Yes. Okay, a fairly patriotic team in general.
Yeah, it's true. So yeah, I'm going to use my min die, which is the 4, but I hinder every target with my mid die, which is the 5.
All right. So we will first.
Though it's actually a 3 and a 4 because I'm at a -1.
4 to hinder, so -2 to each of them, and 3 damage.
Correct.
All right, I will roll 8d6s here and see how many of those save. Wish there's a way to do it without the ad. So, wow. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 save. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah, even.
It's perfectly average.
Yes. So, you just automatically take out a good swath of them.
Sweet.
And these are minions. So, the rest do quickly drop to D4s.
Yay.
All right. And with that, you get to hand off your turn.
I will pass it off to my good friend Absolute Zero.
Yay. Yeah. Freezer burn.
Freezer burn. Okay.
Roll in. As she takes them out, I'm going to start shooting ice spikes at the ones that are still standing, starting with the one that's closest to us, I guess.
All right.
Ranged combat, cold. Yeah. And we're at a -2.
Yep.
Blam.
All right. So what's this one do?
Damage.
Just mid-die damage?
Yeah. It's a attack using cold. Take cold damage equal your min die. So my middle, it'll be 3 for damage, and then I will take... Oh, I only take 1 damage. How am I supposed to change zones? I'm only taking 1 damage at a time.
I think you change zones plenty.
Nope.
So the nearest one takes 3 towards his face.
Yep.
And saves, or checks to save, and he does.
Boo. Wait.
So D4, he's still gone.
Yeah. I spike in the brain.
At least until the rules revision comes out. All right, and pass your turn.
Let's give it to the kid.
Okay, Rockstar.
Hello.
Your go.
I am a go. Are we green again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, right.
It's all green.
So if I wanted to try and do something awesome like Tachyon did and hit multiple targets, would I have to have a thing that says hit multiple targets?
You would generally have to have a power that hits multiple targets, or if you can think of a way you can pull that off, you can basically do so with by taking a twist, a minor twist.
Mm-hmm. But I have the ability to do something else than a twist.
Or, I mean, you could also take one of your higher powers if you take a minor twist, or even a red power if you take a major one.
Ooh. So if I take a minor twist, I could use my yellow power.
Mm-hmm.
So what if I wanted to take out all 3 of them without damaging the building? It would require me to overcome using brute force, but brute force in a thoughtful way. Slightly less brute force. What the French might call bête noire force. Would that not fly?
What exactly are you trying to do with this?
Trying to encase my hand in a stone and fling the stone so that it actually ricochets off all 3 and kills them all.
Oh, okay. Well, that would be an attack and not an overcome action.
Oh, well, hell. This game's hard. I think I'll just attack. I'll attack this one. There's one of them right here close to me. I'm going to attack him.
All right.
with a wicked solo.
All right.
Going to attack using my strength. So it's going to be strength. And then since it's close combat, I'm going to do the close combat aspect of it. And I'm just going to try and punch it so that it's punched. But I have a -2 so that I don't damage the Fabergé eggs and the domino set, which is clearly set up there on the ping pong table.
Ooh.
Monkey pants.
You roll 2 1s and a 6.
Holy moly.
Means you actually managed to whiff and not damage that
I am
minion.
not good with this whole restraint thing. This is not my bag.
Nope. That is
You rock too hard.
yeah.
Too.
Just making sure. There is no real provision if the attack just misses, other than I think just a miss. Just making sure I don't get to trigger a twist on you.
Oh.
So what are you passing it off to?
I'm going to pass it off to the demons because Legacy is waiting, clearly waiting, using his legendary patience.
All right. Well, the demons move in far less for the wear as they come in with their gnashy, very toothy maws and start biting at you.
And their toothy paws, don't forget those.
Yes. Those two. Fangly paws. And first one, Absolute Zero takes 2 damage.
Yay!
Then Rockstar takes 3.
Actually, Rockstar takes 2.
Yep, that's true. And then Tachyon will take 3.
Ouch.
And then demons will pass it to Legacy.
I'm kind of hovering outside, looking for potential other attacks, knowing that the last time that we encountered groups of monsters, there might have been some others around, but seeing that there's only 3 demons left, I'm going to galvanize my team and say, you guys can take them out this time. And so I'm going to use since I'm hovering outside, I'm going to use my flight ability plus the leadership and my -2. And let's see if this goes right.
Well, what kind of is that a boost action?
It's an ability. Boost using leadership.
Attacks and overcomes get the -2.
Oh, okay.
So you actually don't take the -2 here.
All right, so that would be a 7 then. So the mid is 7, the high is 8, the low is 2. Apply that bonus to all attacks and overcomes by allies until the start of your next turn. So that is a +3?
+2.
+2. So, okay.
One more and you would have hit the 8 for the +3.
Okay.
But you effectively help them avoid that damage of damaging the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're now extra careful, but they don't have that penalty. So you guys, for this until the start of my next turn, you do not have that penalty. And I'm going to throw it back to Tachyon.
Well,
all right.
Actually, before you can throw it back, the environment ticks up.
Oh, the portal?
Yep, as you see the portal fluctuating and the visionary struggling there to keep it closed now that her concentration can be fully put on that and away from the evil demons that's been assailing her. And with the environment going, it's going to throw it back to the demons.
Oh, boo.
Who will once again bite at you all as they try to go down swinging. Absolute Zero take 3. Rockstar take none. And Tachyon take 3.
Okay.
And they'll throw it back to... Actually, the demons will throw it back to the environment. Now that's another round.
Oh, jerks.
And so that ticks down again.
So now we're in yellow zone.
And now we're in the yellow zone. And as it ticks into the yellow zone, you see them kind of ramp up and get bigger as their wounds heal up and they start coming back vicious as they pop back to D6 minions.
Blah.
And in the environment, we'll actually toss it back to Legacy.
Oh, you suck.
I'm just trying to give you an opportunity to get...
No, because now that bonus ends.
Oh!
Just do it
That
again.
wasn't even tactical, but that wasn't intentional. But yeah, that's definitely the
That's
right call
cruel.
on my end, I think.
That's
Brian did the
cruel.
correct thing on accident.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
That tracks.
Well, then this time I'm going to do Galvanize again and say, pay no attention to those monsters. You all can still defeat them. And I don't have a penalty on this, apparently, so I will roll a 7, and everyone still gets the +2 on there, so you're negated again.
Yep, you basically maintain that.
Yep.
And who are you passing it off
To Tachyon.
All right.
Okay. I am going to try to actually take a mental action. I guess I've got yellow now because of the environment messing up.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll try to just take off these demons with a sonic vortex while I've got this bonus. So I'll again be attacking multiple targets. Where am I at? Can I just basically race down? Since there's 3 of them left, so there's one on me. Yeah, so I'll just try to race down the line and basically be like, I got you, team, and punch all 3 of them with one of those crazy, arms flailing so fast that it's a bit of lightning and thunder that hits them all.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The sonic boom.
Yep, exactly. The sonic vortex. So I'll be using my max die against one target, my mid die against the rest. So I'll use the max target one on mine, basically almost imagine a classic D&D chain lightning where it's taking the brunt of it and then just reverberating onto the other 2. So that's what I was going to do anyways. So I'll use speed and, I'll use, I guess, finesse. And environment is yellow, and I've got a +2 that's negating the -2, so I'll just roll it base. Okay, that's not great, but I guess it's not bad though. The primary target, the one on me, is going to get the 5, and then the other 2 are going to get the 3.
All right. So we'll try first the one taking 5. Saves. So the other 2 both save. So they all save, so they all just drop to 4 and none of them are eliminated.
That's fine. I will pass it to Rockstar.
So I have a question. When you have a reaction power, does that mean that it has to be utilized immediately after the triggering action?
Yeah.
Or can it be any time?
Generally,
it says
triggering.
After this happens, and this is clearly after it happened. It happened in the past.
After what happened exactly?
After you were attacked at close range.
No, generally has to be as a response to...
Yeah, I totally forgot to do that to the demons when they moved into me.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you could have just snapped one right there.
Yeah, but...
That's just hurtful. Now I'm sad. Okay. So we are in the yellow, so that opens up some new things that I can do. A doodly doodly do. All right, so talk to me about our sequence here. We are 3 demons in our face.
Yes. The 3
We're
of
in
you
a living room.
Yep. You're in the living room of this quiet suburban home who has been rocked by a demonic incursion from this portal.
Good with rocking.
Yes.
I like rocking. All right, so is there anything to overcome using brute force?
Well,
I mean, we're not really sure.
It just kind of depends on what manner of thing you'd like to do.
Well, I'd like to punch them all until they die.
Well, that's an attack.
But that's generally how, this works with me. I don't know. I'm really not seeing anything that would allow me to strike multiple targets that fits this situation. So I think it's time for another Wicked Solo.
Okay.
The Wicked Solo attacks using strength.
All right.
Yeah, strength, man. Gotta love strength. And this time I'm doing it a second time in a row. So that's the hard rock lifestyle. Woo! We don't have any negatives because the negatives are canceled by the positives. So, another 1. What is with these ones?
Dang, man. And this is just
3, 7, 1 for a total of 3.
Yes. And so this is just a mid-die attack?
Let me see. It says, doodly-doodly-doo. Attack using strength. Strength is the D10, so yes, it would be it would be the...
Oh, and it must attack you next turn if possible. So yeah, it doesn't say otherwise, so yeah, it's the medium die.
Okay. So I hit him with a 7.
All right. You hit it with a 3.
But it's a 7. It's a medium die, right?
No, the maximum die is 7.
You don't even know. Okay. So I hit it with a 3.
But yeah, since it's a D4 minion,
yep,
it crumples and puffs into purple smoke and dissipates.
Good job.
Ha! All right. So it will not have to attack me on its next turn, which is cool because the one right next to me is not going to attack either because it's over to absolute 0 to smash its face with cold.
All right.
Smashing faces with cold is what I do best.
That won't fit on a t-shirt.
Yep. More freezer burn.
That's only appropriate since Absolute Zero can't wear T-shirts.
Sure. Well, you could wear T-shirts.
You can wear him over his armor.
Or that.
Yeah,
I saw that with the armor.
Just depends on the size of the shirt.
Sweet armor with like a novelty tuxedo T-shirt over it.
Yeah.
So we're
or like a
+2,
T-shirt that
-2
says
currently?
"I was stupid."
Yep. So yeah, you get just a flat +0.
All right.
-0.
Wow, nice
That'll be,
job.
8 damage to the one that's right next to me.
Well, it's gone.
Just open up the vent and poof. And 7 cold damage. By damage, I mean healing. To me.
Since it is in the yellow zone.
Yep.
All right.
Have all 4 of us gone
really-
now?
Yeah, everyone's gone.
You know what that means?
Demons are the environment.
Demon time.
Nope.
dude.
No,
Because
they went at the
demons in
top of the
environment
round.
started the round.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, so you can toss it back to us. That's true.
I want to see Legacy get his hands dirty.
But but here's the thing: if I go, you guys lose that bonus. Whereas if one of the other 2 go and can attack that last demon, that bonus actually helps you out.
No, just
But you
toss
can
it
attack
to-
that last demon and heal some people.
I could.
No, that's fair. Yeah, you're almost assuredly gonna. If you have any type of attack and heal power, then that's great now because you'll almost assuredly take it out.
Let's see. Yeah, I do. All right, I will just use my green motivational charge. I will attack these guys using my grand leadership abilities. I'll just fly in and say, "You stand back, and I will take care of this one." And okay, so that's a 3 to that lizard monster. And then any nearby allies with their health in the yellow or red zone recover health equal to my min die, which is 2.
Yeah, and with that -2, I think that'd be no health.
Oh,
there.
no health. Boo.
But it is enough to take out that last minion, which effectively ends the combat.
All right.
Woo!
We'll go in and check on Visionary and see
Yeah.
how she's doing.
What happened?
There's something trying to break through. I got the portal stabilized so it won't spread any further, but to close it, I think you guys are going to have to go in and find the source of this.
Ugh.
And
I
so
jump
she's still kind of kneeling there on the floor. All right, Rockstar jumps in through the
I
portal.
know. I hate magic adventures. Okay, let's do this.
Just whoosh.
Take care of yourself. We will be right back.
Yep. See. All right. I'll make sure to keep the open on this end so you guys can return.
Please do. I really don't want to be trapped wherever that leads.
All right. And you leap through. You come through on what seems to be a rocky, almost moon-like terrain with craters and mountain ranges.
Is there any air?
There is air.
Oh, good.
The sky
I
seems to
feel bad. We die.
Yes. And you all instantly die except Absolute Zero.
Oh,
No.
Yay!
Well, that was fun. Thanks, Brian.
Who dies in an hour and a half when his air supply runs out?
Yes.
And the visionary is like, ha ha ha, those fools.
I was still Dark Visionary the whole time. No. Anyways, yeah, so you come through into this rocky terrain. The sky is made up of predominantly purple clouds flashing with lightning. Within the sky, there also seems to be all sorts of floating objects, many of them planetoid-looking. There seems to be, like a ball of lava with a medieval castle on it, and seems to be a dragon flying around the top of it. There's There's a metallic cube that seems to be crossed with circuitry and blinking lights floating off into the distance. There's various shimmering streams as almost like the Aurora Borealis in the distance as well. And you find yourself in the void. And as you all step through, the environment seems to respond to your presence. As basically it ticks off right away. And you see coalesce in front of you a shadowy form that seems to be fairly familiar, as almost looks like a shadowy version of Absolute Zero steps forward.
Oh no, are we gonna all fight shadow duplicates of ourselves? That's really bad.
Is that bad?
I mean, it's bad and awesome, but it's mostly bad.
It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be bad and bad.
And basically, as Rockstar steps through the portal and is looking around, all of a sudden, in addition to the shadowy form coalescing before you, several glowing orbs and cherubic demon-looking beings pop in existence and kind of hover around you, intimidating you, and you will take -2 hinder as you're assailed by spectral tiny creatures.
Nah.
That's not good.
And the environment passes this off to the shadowy Absolute Zero, who I should probably get a die for.
We don't need to know how big his die is.
Oh, I should at least keep track of it. But actually,
It's
I'll
a 7.
hold on putting a die because it's a D8 to start with. But all of a sudden, this burst of fire flares out to encompass you all, and each of you take 2 damage. I wish that was more. And then as that happens, his die drops to a D6. All right. And with that, I'll pass it to Rockstar, who was very eager to get in here.
Yeah, I'm going to leave now. Bye. I'm just going to leap right back through the portal. And yeah, that's how that works.
All right.
Okay, so there is a Shadow Absolute Zero.
Yep, that's all that seems to be happening right now.
Okay. He's not attacking necessarily.
He's
he
just
assailing me with tiny creatures.
He just attacked us all.
Yeah, he attacked you all. Did you take the 2 damage? I mean, or
Yeah.
1? Yeah. Okay.
I guess that is an attack. Well,
Yeah.
I actually took 1 damage because
Flared you all with fire.
If we're yellow, no, we're green again, aren't we?
It's back to green. This is a new scene, new tracker.
Yep. So it would be only 1.
Unless you're were that damaged from the previous.
No, I'm not. I shall attack.
All right.
With stone fists. Another wicked solo. I got to get some more attacks, dudes. So we are attacking using strength. We are attacking. Since I'm encasing my fists in stone, I've decided that falls under creativity.
All right.
Because, it's making me even stronger.
Can you think of something more creative to do with crystalline structures and stone to justify.
You said I'm hindered by 2. Is that correct? So
That
I have
is
a negative
true.
2.
By little spectral imp and glowing balls of light.
So I have a negative 2 to attack?
Yes.
Just one moment. And boosh.
All right. So you roll 4 damage.
Yeah.
So it rolls. It saves. So instead of being eliminated, it drops to a D4.
Okay.
All right. And who you passing it off to?
I'm passing it off to Tachyon.
All right.
So I would like to try to make an overcome action. Basically, she is going to. So we're standing on a field right now, but there are all these weird little platforms and stuff.
Sure.
I mean, if it's different, I don't know.
It's largely just a kind of a rocky expanse, but it's the void and things shift around. We can have some platforms show up.
That quarry where the Power Rangers fight.
Yeah, I know, right?
Where all took.
No, I mean, mostly I just want to try to assess the situation because, like, I have like an operating theory that this might be some kind of like almost like, I don't know, cosmic scar created by Oblivion, but like, this isn't clearly like part of the multiverse necessarily, but might be something else. So I'm going to try to figure out what is going on here and how we can quiet it down and get it to stop encroaching.
All right.
So yeah, I'd basically like to use my what's it called? Principle of science.
Science.
To science some stuff up.
Okay.
Based on all the research we did with Oblivion. So I will be using lightning calculator as I do, some particle physics math in my head real quick, and science, and roll on that. So, and we're at a -2 environment penalty right now.
Correct.
All right, so I'm going to spend one of my bonuses to
actually
take that
just Rockstar is being hindered by the -2.
Okay. I thought everybody
Perfect.
was.
No.
All right. Well, I'm still going to spend one of my bonuses for the issue on the to give it a bonus.
All right.
So, well, I get to use my highest die because I'm using Principle of Science. So at the +1, it's 6.
It's a 6, which is either a failure or a success with a minor twist. And
I'll take a success with a minor twist. I'm trying to think about what the twist would be. I don't know. Do you have any ideas?
I could I think of something. So how exactly you sciencing to try to figure out what's going on here?
Basically, I'm just going to like zip around, like pulling out my some scientific instruments and taking readings and trying to figure out as best I can where we are and what is happening.
Okay, I think basically what happens as you're zipping around trying to figure out where you are, you suddenly start realizing that this seems somewhat familiar with events and energies you've investigated before. What this place seems to be is the Void, which is like a weird realm of energies. Basically what powers Argent's Adept's abilities.
Oh, interesting.
And yep, and there's the whole Southwest Sentinels who became the Void Guard. They were all about fighting this stuff and preventing it from encroaching too much on reality. But and as you're lost in thought here, you do kind of notice that there does seem to be some presence or something that you feel the pull of. You kind of lost in thought, run off to see what this is, and before you realize it, you have kind of separated yourself from the group as you come across this vast tree-like branching structure of obsidian that seems to be on the opposite side of this planetoid that you're on, reaching out into the void at the various other similar masses of land and other substances.
Cool.
So basically the twist is that you've kind of got lost in the investigation and are away from the group.
Sounds good.
Great.
So Tachion's gone. Who goes next, Tachyon?
Oh, let's go with sure, let's do the icy face off of Absolute Zero.
Yeah, I'm going to try and do a basic attack doing a absorption.
All right.
Just ranged combat, trying to pull the cold away from him instead of adding to it, just in case he's built like me.
Well, he did blast you all with fire.
He did, didn't he?
Yep.
If he blasted us all with fire, then I guess going back to freezer burn.
Okay. Fair enough.
Shooting icicles at his face.
What would be the opposite of absolute zero? Boiling point.
Oh, I like that one.
That's pretty good.
Heat
I don't think it's
death,
quite the opposite.
even though
but
that
that's
kind of
pretty good.
doesn't mean that. And it really doesn't mean that, but...
Well, absolute zero technically doesn't really mean it.
Yeah.
Woo, 5.
5 damage.
And I take
Well,
1. Yep.
Yep. I mean, it's a D4 minion, so goodbye. You kind of stick an icicle right into it, and then he kind of fades away as that icicle clutters to the rocky ground. So who's going next? Well, I guess Legacy's going next. He's the only one that has yet to go.
And, I mean, is there anything else here that we see?
Not really where you're at. Rocky expanses, broiling clouds, various multicolored lightning flashing between them, various floating land masses and weird substances.
I guess I'll fly ahead and see what could be the source of opening up this portal, what was trying to get through. It surely couldn't have been that shadow absolute zero.
It doesn't seem to be. So
I'll scout ahead.
all right. Are you going?
I guess I need to. I guess I'm just gonna do an overcome. I guess, right?
Yep.
And so to do that, I'm gonna fly, obviously, because I'm flying ahead. And I will use my leadership, and there is no penalty.
Nope.
All right. I get a 4.
Okay. Going with the mid die, you get a 4, so that would be a failure, or you can take a success. I think still with just a minor with a 4. I think you have to go 1 for 3 to get a major twist.
I guess I'll take a failure.
Okay. You fly around and manage to not find too much, as apparently you fly off in the opposite direction that Tachyon ended up in, even though she may have headed that direction to begin with.
Okay. I was just following the cloud of dust, space dust.
Yes.
I don't see anything this way. And I guess that's the end of
the round. So
end of the round.
You get to choose who starts off the next.
Let's start the environment off.
Okay. Environment will tick up, and as you yell back, you notice behind the remaining group of your allies who are kind of looking your direction for your guidance. A shadowy form materializes behind them. Hey, look, it's Tachyon coming back. Wait, that's not Tachyon. As shadowy form rushes in and attacks each of your allies there. And what's she supposed to start at? All right, also a D8. And 3 damage to Absolute Zero and Rockstar.
2 damage to Rockstar.
Yep, fair enough.
Yay, damage.
And then
Hold on.
she also drops.
Woo. I changed personal zones, so I'm a boost.
Okay.
Floating boost 1.
All right, what manner of boost does this seem to be?
This is a false tachyon,
Yep.
so I'm going to put a sheen of ice across the ground.
Ooh.
Classic.
The old ice on the ground trick.
Also, I forgot to mention that I did succeed in my principal science, so everyone gets a hero point.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, you
All right.
points.
Oh,
Do,
yeah.
do, do.
I kind of forgot the environment also gets to do a thing. So it will roll its pool. As more beings seem to materialize, looking very much like the purple reptilian creatures you had dispatched earlier. And this also happens to Tachyon. We'll say that Legacy's left out of this, having flown up in a way to scout around.
Ow!
Ow, okay. That kind of makes up for some earlier rolls, as each of you take 7 damage.
Holy moly.
And then those demon beasts dissipate back into nothing. Before
Is
you,
any particular type of damage?
bitey, slashy, punctuatey, nasty damage.
Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry. No, actually, it's supposed to be min damage for this, so...
Oh, okay. That's much better.
Just one.
Yeah.
Just 1. Okay, each of you take 1, not 7. Lame.
Thank you.
7 is
I
the
guess-
minimum there.
No, the
No.
minimum is 1.
7, 1, and
Or
9.
min damage. My
Yeah.
bad. Min.
Yep.
Min.
Yeah, fair enough.
Midmin.
And so, Environment and Dark Tachyon went, so we'll hand it back to Rockstar for
Okay.
funsies.
Interesting. At this point, I am officially dubbing negative tachyon polariton. And I think I'm going to punch her in the face.
All right.
Trying to see. We didn't take 5, so I don't change personal zones. I was gonna if we took 5. But we didn't, so that's fine. So I am going to leap into action. And I am going to do a flying side kick at her super speed face.
All
or
right.
shadow face. So because of that, it's going to be an attack using stone. It's going to be an attack using creativity. It's going to be an attack where am I still a neg 2 for the thing, or did that go away when negative absolute did?
Well, that actually went away when you did your last action.
Okay, so it is now gone. Gah! I am rolling like Brian tonight. That's like my 6th one in 5 rolls.
So you do punch it, and it drops to a D4. As it can't do worse than that.
On the plus side, Matthew, there are those people who claim that these automatic electronic dice rollers like Roll20 actually roll high.
Really? But those people think everything rolls high.
Yes.
Okay,
Such
so
people may be high.
So who goes next?
negative tachyon polariton goes next. Unless
Oh.
she's gone already.
I haven't gone
Oh.
yet.
Or
Negative
have I-
Tachyon has, actually.
Negative tachyon
that's
has.
true.
Regular
And
tachyon
marked
has.
the wrong
Negative
ones.
negative tachyon and the environment have both gone this round.
Okay, so real tachyon goes this round. As
Uh,
of now.
So I'm gonna cue in on my realize where I am, realize that no one else is around me, and try to cue in on my comms. Guys, we have a real problem. You're gonna want to follow my signal. And I don't know if that takes an action to try to get everyone here, or if I can do something else.
I think you could probably... What I can probably do... Well, I think what I'll allow is you can, if you want, you can make a boost as you make a signal for them to follow, for them to overcome to get back up with you.
Oh yeah, that sounds great. How about I use my quick insight to, give basically do a little hot wiring of our radio comms to give a beeping signal that'll get closer when they come closer to me.
Sounds good to me.
Great. So it's boost or hinder using lightning calculator. And I use my max die.
Ah, nice.
So lightning calculator and science.
Science.
And we don't have any environmental stuff going on right now in terms of
Nope.
penalties.
Just in the green zone, so if your health is green, then you use green.
My health is yellow, but so
So-
I should. But yeah, it automatically calculates that,
Yeah, it
right?
should.
Once based on my hit points. Okay, cool. So yeah, am I using my max die for that? So that's going to be a 6.
All right, so 6 to add a boost, so that's a +2 boost that they can use as you send out a pinging signal to be able to find you.
Cool.
All right, and with that, who goes next?
Me?
So, yeah, absolute 0.
The only person who hasn't.
I haven't gone yet this round.
Oh, you haven't gone yet?
No.
Nope. Legacy and Absolute Zero have not gone. They're the only ones so far. Absolute Zero was the last of the last round.
No, I was the last of the last round.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes, that's Legacy was.
Correct.
Yep. That's what I meant. Sorry. But
So still me though.
Go for it.
Well, let's go ahead and freeze the corrupted version of my friend.
okay.
With freezer burn. That's what I do.
All right.
Ranged combat, cold, blah blah blah. I'm gonna use my +1.
Okay. So as it tries to kind of, stumble away from that icy sleet, it kind of stumbles.
It stumbles into a spike.
Yes. And
You're
you're
not
left
using my friend's face to fight us.
with basically seems to be something of an ice sculpture as
Creepy.
yes, you freeze the thing.
I'm glad I'm not there to see this.
Yes.
I also heal myself for 7, apparently.
Dang. Yeah.
Which means I change zones.
You rolled really well there. 12, 9, 7.
Yeah. Oh wait, 8. That's without the +1.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Which both of those put me to full, which makes me change zones, which makes me boost.
Okay. What manner of boost is this? Ooh, wow. And you rolled an 11, so that's a +3. Didn't quite get the +4, but
yeah. I'm gonna make a trail heading towards Tachyon's beacon right now.
all right.
Basically, I try and isolate everybody that direction, or at least myself and Rockstar, since Legacy doesn't touch the ground really.
Fair enough.
Look at him floating up there in the whiteness.
The purpleness.
And speaking of that Legacy there.
I get the message and go, this way. And I start flying off towards the direction that we need to go. And as I fly over everyone, I say, come along, everyone. We can stop this evil force. And I'll use Galvanize to boost attacks and overcomes by allies until the start of my next turn.
Huh?
So we get that. Plus that is a 2.
Which would be
let's
a
see.
+1.
Yep, so everybody gets a bonus to all attacks and overcomes until the start of my next turn by 1. And I fly towards Tachyon.
All right. As you fly towards Tachyon, you notice something strange as you are flying towards the signal. It seems to kind of move around you. Despite you seemingly flying in a straight line.
Okay.
And who's going next?
I think that's the end of the round.
So anybody.
So anybody can go. I think I'm going to have the environment go again.
Okay.
Oh, I got to keep summoning things.
Because it'll boost us into the yellow zone, and then I can unlock some other powers.
So, if the environment goes, you see, basically, once again, your allies notice shadows. Actually, I'm going to say Tachyon, as she's sending out this signal. All of a sudden, shadows swirl and coalesce near her as she notices a form not too dissimilar to Rockstar.
Oh no.
We'll say Legacy.
Oh, okay. Also, oh no.
Sounds more fun. Yes. As a shadowy form in the heroic chiseled form of Legacy shows up near her.
Negative Legacy is named Armistice.
I would like to remember to use my reaction when he closes in to inevitably punch me.
Fair enough. And once again, the ground kind of shimmers and shakes, and rocks seem to start appearing in the sky, seemingly from nowhere and plummeting. As, let's see here. Say Legacy's 1, Absolute Zero's 2, Rockstar's 3, Tachyon's 4. Tachyon has a rock plummet towards her.
Ew.
And is attacked with 4 damage.
Ouch. Okay.
And I think the environment will actually pass it off to Tachyon to go now.
Yeah. I am going to, as like she like dusts herself off. She's going to activate her stabilization device because she's in kind of rough shape.
Oh, okay.
So we're in the yellow now, right, Brian?
Oh, yes. And also, yes, the environment should be in yellow. I forgot to mark the scene tracker. So, yes, everyone be sure to mark the yellow zone on their die roller tool.
So yeah, I'm going to use my stabilization device, which is boosting with inventions. So I'll use inventions and science and roll it. So I am, I heal health equal to my min die, so 2 health.
All right.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't me. That was your roll. Sorry. Let me. You know what? I'm actually going to spend another one of my little boosts on this one for extra healing.
As you,
which is good because my min die was a 1, so it's going to be 2 healing. That's not very impressive.
No, it happens.
Yep. I'm going to pass this back off to Legacy.
Okay, I see this negative form of me there being very imposing to Tachyon, and I'm going...
Actually, you haven't found...
Yeah, you're not in the scene yet.
Oh, okay.
You're not at her location as of yet. As you try to fly towards her, the ping keeps kind of shifting around you.
Okay, then I guess I just use a basic overcome then.
Right.
Using awareness and, let's see, probably history, I think, of where she used to be and where she might be and how her powers work. I can use America's Finest.
Okay.
I'll show people how it works. It's the same die, Brian.
Okay.
Just so you know, it's the same die. I got a 4.
Okay. That's either a failure or a success with a minor twist.
I guess a success with a minor twist.
All right. Do you have an idea for it?
Use your issue boost to ignore the twist if you wanted.
Oh, can we do it after the roll?
Yeah, I'll allow you to do that.
You can only find out if it's a twist after the roll.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, okay. Yes, if you remember in Legacy number 100, what do I need to do to get it a success?
That'd basically be it, just to cash in that.
Oh, just cash it in? Okay.
Explain how your previous experience helps you.
Yeah, so if people remember in Legacy number 100, there was a time when Tachyon and Legacy were on opposite sides of a volcanic island with ash just spewing up into the air. But Legacy was able to use his silver ring to make himself more aware of what was the actual signal and what was being blocked by the atmosphere.
All right. And so, yeah, with that, you make it a success. So, you suddenly, as you course correct and keep tracking in on the signal, you do notice that the environment seems to be a little bit odd in that it doesn't seem to be staying consistent. You've had to double back a time or two, and even though when you came by there was a mountain range and now it's gone, and look, it's over there on the left. If
almost
you look
like
over there,
everything here is an illusion and not an actual place.
Well, it's kind of a place.
I mean, but this isn't the real void zone or whatever.
I wouldn't say that either.
Okay. I just have a feeling that a lot of this is not real. And I'll continue to speed towards Tachyon.
And you find out you're able to get to her pretty quickly. And
are these holograms?
These are not.
Okay.
They certainly don't hit like holograms. I think
it's real. It's just weird.
Yes.
Well, we're in the chaos void.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
So it doesn't follow your normal rules of cause, effect, and physics.
Yeah, but breaking the rules is not his shtick, so.
Yeah, that's true.
And we'll say that basically your flying around helps give your allies a visual identifier to lock in on, and you can yell out to them and let them know where you are and where Tachyon is, and they
we
can
are over here.
join you shortly. As basically Absolute Zero helps bridge across various terrain.
Okay, and then I will go ahead and let who hasn't gone yet. Let's see.
Dark Legacy hasn't gone, Absolute Zero hasn't gone, and Rockstar has not gone.
I will let Dark Legacy go.
Okay.
Why you gotta be like this?
Because you guys aren't there yet.
Well, as he sees you fly in, he basically turns and rockets towards you as he attacks you with his D10.
All right.
Kerploink.
All right, 4 damage.
Let's see.
Which is reduced to 2.
So let me ask you this: Is this shadow guy? Is he part of an environment attack or is he an enemy?
He's an enemy.
Okay. All
It's
right.
a minion attack.
All right. So I can't do a reaction. I can't use my danger sense.
Is he an enemy?
Okay.
God,
So 2
Rocks
damage.
Fall targeted you, then
Okay.
yeah, that would have been
All right. 2 damage. I'm still okay. Better me than anyone else.
true.
True that. Tank it up, tank.
Yes. I will. Thank you. So now I'm here next to Tachyon.
Yes.
Okay. Who has not gone again? Rockstar and Absolute Zero?
Yeah, Rockstar and Absolute Zero, and I will give Absolute Zero the next go, largely kind of leading the way as he's helping Rockstar get across the mountains and valleys that seem to be littering this planet. And he makes his way. He sees Legacy and a shadow of Legacy fighting in midair. Tachyon standing at the foot of this obsidian-looking tree river structure as it branches off into the void of clouds and whatnot.
Great. There's 2 of them. Using freezer burn.
All right.
That's what I do.
Gonna attack the Dark Legacy.
Yep. Has anybody
sounds
used
like-
my floating +3?
Nope.
Not
Oh,
yet.
totally forgot about that.
I'm gonna use that then as I
That's
slide
fair.
up, getting a little extra oomph into my blast with the extra momentum.
All right.
Haha! There's a 9.
nice.
Ooh,
Hit myself for
okay.
5 cold damage. Oh no!
Let's see if he actually manages to save. He does not, and with that, he poofs away.
Oh, wow. That was pretty good there.
Yep. And with that, I guess Rockstar will go.
Yep. Hurry up, kid.
I arrive, and there's nothing. Is there anything to overcome in this situation?
The environment.
I'm going to overcome the environment.
By what means?
Well, do you mean what power, or do you mean how does it actually go?
It's
Like,
made out
what
of
are you-
obsidian. Attune with it. Find its frequency.
Yeah, that. Principle of ambition. I'm going to overcome a situation where
Rocket.
someone else has given us a bonus because I got a bonus from Tachyon to get over here. I am going to attempt to commune with the rocks and keep the rocks from being evil rocks. I'm gonna teach them how to be good rocks. I'm gonna give them a whole rock PSA. Stop, don't touch, leave the area, tell an adult. That's what I'm going to tell the rocks.
Okay. So what exactly you rolling here?
Clearly stone
Mm-hmm.
and clearly creativity.
All right.
I am attempting to see if I can, in fact, stop whatever is going on with the rocks.
So what exactly are you doing to try to do that?
I am encasing myself in rock, and I am singing, and I'm
Okay.
attempting to attune my voice to the vibratory frequencies of the rock in this weird, chaotic void dimension.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's improvising.
I'm singing the song of my people. It goes, Pickles the drummer, doodly-doodly-doodly-doo. Okay, do I have anything as far as hindrances at this point, or any negatives or positives?
Nope.
Is it too late for me to remember that in Daybreak number 17, I actually did something very similar while trapped on a volcanic island and saved Eon Girl's life, which would allow me to cash in one of my +2s from, the previous issue and utilize it here?
Yeah.
I would allow it.
I mean, I don't think you need to introduce facts to just use those.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
I like to do that. I mean, I can make up continuity in my head.
Yeah, you are supposed to kind of describe the bonus a bit, but yeah.
I've described the bonus.
Well, sorry.
No, it's
cool.
cool.
Do that more.
I don't know. We've never played this game before.
And it doesn't have to be
we're all
as
learning
in-depth.
it.
Yep.
I'm just trying to be a yes and guy and not drop the ball. Are you kidding me?
You did a weird thing. So, yeah, when you're putting in the bonus, don't add the plus. So, 11. Well, are you going with you're using one of your principles, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you actually use the max die. So that'd be a
principle of ambition. Use the max die.
So, I will say that basically as you encase yourself in the rock, you kind of step up to this obsidian structure that seems to be stretching out through various twisting paths into the swirling clouds. You kind of hear a groovy bass beat resonating through your rocks as you're kind of given a path, and because you rolled so gnarly, you actually kind of attune to the environment as everyone finds a thin layer of crystals covering them, and everyone can reduce damage by 1 for the next turn.
And gain a hero point.
Yes.
Sweet.
And so that's the end of your turn. Everyone's gone, so you can choose anyone to go next.
Well, clearly Tachyon is the fastest, so she probably has the quickest reaction time. So Tachyon leads.
Cool. Then I'm going to try to follow Rockstar's lead. And so she's made a path into the tree?
Well, she senses a path.
Oh, okay.
And, but as you kind of step forward, couple of forms coalesce before you, some shadowy beings. And so there's actually 2 of them now, one of them seeming to be similar to Rockstar. And we will have a Dark Legacy show back up.
Oh no.
They are not reactant as of yet, but they seem to be floating up ahead on that twisty tree.
All right.
And looking at you menacingly, perhaps?
That's fair. But they're not really within range yet?
No, they're up ahead.
Okay, then yeah,
You could
I'll try
reach
to,
them,
if I see like Rockstar's working on something, I'm going to try to clear a path for her and make sure nothing interrupts whatever she's doing by initiating a sonic vortex.
All right.
So again, I will actually take advantage of like the kind of music that she's playing and like almost like tap her foot like to the beat and rush around and create like a big wave of sound that I think will complement it, but also hit people.
All right.
So I'm going to be speed and finesse. And there's no mods, so because that mod is just a damage ablative. So I've got that number. So I'm going to be devoting my main die to legacy and my secondary die to the Rockstar.
All right. So you're doing, say So is it the medium die and low, or
It's max die and mid. So
Max
the
and
5
mid.
goes to Legacy and the 4 goes to Dark Rockstar.
okay? Legacy.
Call her
K-pop, I think it's her
grunge.
name.
Oh, I thought it'd be emo,
Baby metal.
baby metal.
Pop.
Goes the weasel.
Victoria Justice.
AOR.
Legacy will try to save versus 5. He does.
Oof,
So
yeah.
he drops to an 8. And Dark Rockstar. Oh, fails. And
Nice.
yeah, she takes all of that punch as she disappears into nothing.
Sweet.
And actually, basically, as you zoom past Legacy, he kind of keeps pace with you, and as you swing towards Rockstar, he gets in the way and takes the full force of that, and he will dissipate.
Oh, interesting. Then I'll pass my turn to Absolute Zero.
The environment has not gone yet. I don't know why.
It hasn't?
No,
Okay.
that
Oh,
was just the
then,
start of the round.
Oh, okay.
The environment then.
All right, and so environment ticks down. Still very well in the yellow zone. As you all start approaching the tree, basically it starts twisting and flailing as you're assailed by various obsidian limbs and get thrown about. It'll basically attack everyone for 4 damage.
So is that damage reduced though because of Rockstar?
Yes. Yeah.
So it's 2 damage.
And this is an environment attack.
Well,
Like-
so wait, we're getting a reduction of the damage because of Rockstar,
Yes.
and then I've already got a. And what's that reduction?
1. Just 1.
And then I'm already by 2. I'll just take the 1 damage.
Okay.
All right. But okay, so I'm taking 3.
Sounds like.
Yay. For me.
Yeah, not so yeah for me.
All right, and environment will hand it over to Dark Rockstar. And basically, as she approaches, you see basically shadow version of crystalline structure align her fist. As she swings back at Tachyon.
I will use my reaction to try to hit her before she closes on me.
Wouldn't you have already closed on her?
Oh, I guess that's true since I did punch her. Fine. Okay. Then, yeah, I guess I just take this punch and it's going to sting.
We'll see here. And basically it takes a +2 bonus to attack with its crystalline fist. So 5 damage.
Ow.
Not
Okay.
nearly as bad as it could have been, but...
It still knocks me into the red. So
Ooh. Dark Rockstar will toss it back to Rockstar, who seems to be vibing on the environment's groove.
All right, so we were working on a path. Have we
Yeah.
made it all the way to the
Got
tree?
it heading. Sure, you can
We're
make it to
heading
the
to the-
tree. And basically, as you approach, even though the tree-like structure does seem to be stretching out, you find as you walk up it, you kind of just naturally start walking up the trunk without having to climb.
hmm
And as gravity seems to be somewhat subjective.
Just walking up the trunk.
Yep.
All right. Does the tree seem in any way nefarious?
Well, you were kind of lashed at by its various obsidian limbs, but it seems to have settled back down again.
Okay.
And yeah, you still seem to have a good idea of where to head.
I'm going to continue that direction.
All right.
Can I use the same thing again?
Sure, if you want.
Because it has the thing where once again we would gain a hero point. Can I use the principle of ambition again and get another hero point for the whole group?
Yes.
Hey, I'm going to do that. So once again, we're using stone. We're using creativity. I currently have no bonuses to overcome things. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. Using principle of ambition, we use the max die, which is an 11.
All right. Wow. Okay. That's a pretty solid success. So you kind of just rush past Tachyon fighting the shadow version of yourself and kind of slide along the twisting branches of this obsidian structure as you make your way into these dark roiling clouds, and you find yourself in an open area. The ground just seemed to become a plain of obsidian before you, and in front of you you see a great glowing crystalline structure being orbited by orange or gold and silver balls. And as you see this thing, you are filled with a sense of wrongness.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is wrong.
So you get the feeling that this crystal, seemingly lit by an internal flame, is the weird force that the visionary had seemed to be briefly mentioning before you had jumped into the portal.
Okay.
And what needs to be taken out.
Oh, I'm good at that. Unfortunately, I think my turn is over.
Yep, that's your turn, but don't forget everyone to mark a
hero point.
Yeah.
And then everyone can kind of see where you had been, where you'd gone, so they can reach up to you quickly without any real effort.
Yeah, beginning with Legacy, who's about to go next.
Yeah, so I think what I'll do while I'm here, I'm just going to take Dark Rockstar and
K-pop.
fuck her in the head.
Okay.
So that is strength and close combat. POW, no bonuses. That's 7. Max die is what I get to use. So I hit her for 8.
Ooh, 8. So Dark Rockstar tries to save, and oddly seems pretty vulnerable, and you punch it into oblivion.
But not Oblivion.
Yes. Not Oblivion.
I don't believe it's pronounced Oblivion.
I think it's something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Aeon is pronounced Eon, though.
Oblivion.
Eon.
Then that will be my turn as I start to move towards that opening, but I will point for Tachyon to lead the way, or to rush up there.
All right. I will zip in then. I wish I was at higher health, but we'll make do. And then, I will rush in and start punching things. So let's just go ahead and try to do a good old hit everything I can see with Sonic Vortex, starting with the middle crystal and then reverberating off of the other two, which is just, again, like using the sonic attack. It actually will try to like shatter some of the shards to hit the smaller orbs.
Basically, as you zoom towards that dark crystal, you notice this silvery orb kind of reverberate, and it pulses out, basically, and rolls to hinder you there.
Ooh.
Ooh,
that's bad.
Yes, and so -3.
That's rough.
Is that right? No, that's 4 is 2. 8 is 3. Yep.
Okay, unfortunate. Then I guess I still declared that action, so let's hope for the best. So use speed and finesse and roll it. And -3. That's terrible. Well, okay. I guess the good thing is that the attack, I use my max die against one target, so the main thing is still going to get hit at a 2, whereas the other things are going to get hit at a -1, so I don't even know what that means.
That means that you whiff on those guys.
Okay. So.
They bounce it back and hurt you.
But the main thing does, in fact, fail its save. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't, because it's only a 2 because of the big or only a only a 2 because of the big penalty.
Okay, I was looking at large die, right? Okay, even then, yeah, okay. Well, then, yep, you kind of.
Yeah, I didn't expect the reaction to hinder me so badly.
It seemed to have successfully pushed you back and nullified your sonic assault.
Sad.
Who's going next?
Me?
I guess that's true. Well, yeah.
Well, I guess you can pass it to any of the new monstrosities.
That sounds good. And she'll say, "Watch out! The crystals have a terrible residence."
All right. Are we all hindered at that -3 right now?
No, that was just for her attack.
It's just for her attack? Okay. I'm going to use Sub-Zero Atmosphere.
All right.
Hinder any number of close targets using cold. Use your max die. Oh, I guess I'm going to have to get up in their face, aren't I?
Yeah, you can get up there without any issue.
And I'm just going to vent.
All right.
Can I just tell you about the day I've had?
I would like to use banter for this.
I'll allow it. All right, and the silver orb's already done its reaction, so you don't get reverberated away.
Yay. I'm going to use one of my +2s from the whole hero points thing.
Okay.
Right? That's how that works?
All right. And what does that boost look like?
Basically just I haven't vented my suit at all.
Oh, okay.
So instead of the usual just, small rise, it's a sudden blast and gush of frozen air.
I see. Cool.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. All right.
So this is going to hinder any number of the close targets using cold. Use my max die. So that's going to hinder at a 9.
Which is that -3 I talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
We've all gone, haven't we?
Yep.
Let's give it to Goldie.
All right. The gold orb, as it continues its orbit around the dark crystal. No relation.
I see what you did there.
Anyway, so basically it's going to send out a ring as shadows form, and you once again see the shadowy presence of the outline of Legacy pops into existence.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the third legacy.
Yeah, 3rd or 4th.
Well, wouldn't that be like the 7th or 8th, 9th legacy?
Yeah. Got to change some of these up and have his grandfather and his kid.
And basically it seems to solidify a bit more as this one seems to have a +2 bonus.
That hit me.
Yes. And then with that, the golden orb will pass it to the crystal, and all sorts of things happen. What's that?
Was the golden orb hindered?
Oh, I think it was. So Legacy's just going to get a +1.
Ha-ha. I'm taking less damage.
And, yep, so pass to the crystal as it does a number of things. First of all, the fire within the crystal flares up and seems to build. And the scene tracker ticks down by 1. And then, again, shadows coalesce and form as Absolute Zero finds himself facing a dark mirror. And it's going to flare out as Absolute Zero finds himself seemingly blasted by an invisible source of heat. Take 8 damage. With that, the crystal is going to pass it to the silvery orb.
That silver orb already went.
Just
gold
did a
orb.
reaction.
Oh, okay.
And with that, the silvery orb will send out a reverberation again, causing a ringing in Absolute Zero's ears as he finds himself as a -3 hinder. Oh, right. That's right. The crystal. So actually, you'd only take 4 damage. Absolute Zero.
I took how much damage?
5. It was D12 -3. I forgot the hindering.
Haha.
And wow.
Guess what?
Okay. And you are not hindered at all by the silvery orb.
Cool.
But you did change state, didn't you?
I did.
Okay.
Ow. Well, there's a floating +1.
Okay. Fair enough. Because my
Much.
hindrance was previously hindered, and with that, the gold orb's going to pass it back to the crystal since it's the top of the round.
Oh, these guys suck.
And between the round propagating and the crystal's turn, well, actually just the start of the round will cause, actually in that case, the silver orb's going to toss it to the gold orb. No, not in his Absolute Zero. At the start of the round, Tachyon and who's not here, Rockstar. Shadow versions of them pop into existence as well.
Yikes.
Yep.
Just get out of control.
It's a bit scary.
Sam, how close to dead are you?
Let me take a look. I mean, I'm in the red. I'm at 8 hit points.
Okay.
All right, so those coalesce, and on that gold orb's turn, it'll send another reverberation, bolstering these dark heroes. Basically replacing the one it already did.
Ew.
D10.
How long does hindered last?
Until your next
11.
action.
They all get a +3.
So they should all still be at a -3?
Well, they weren't. I guess Legacy would have been there, would he not?
Oh, no. I didn't know Legacy was doing the bolstering.
No. That's the orb.
Yeah,
It wasn't
Excuse me.
persistent, was it?
was what?
Was that hindrance? Is that a persistent using your ability, or was it just a hindering attack or a hindering action?
Hinder any number of close targets using cold.
Okay.
Use your max die.
Yeah, if it's not persistent, then it's just on its next roll,
Oh, okay.
which it would have done. So, and now it's additional turn, and so Gold Orb has gone, and it will pass it to Dark Legacy, who will again go and target its counterpart. I can and attack that Legacy. Ooh, and only do 5 damage.
5 damage, you say, and I can't defend against this?
No. I mean, well, what you can do is you can take a minor twist if you haven't used a reaction yet, have you?
No, but it just seems odd that we don't get a chance to defend an attack against us in this game, whereas your characters do get to defend our attacks.
Well, they
What do
got
you mean?
reaction abilities,
Okay.
which some of you can potentially have. You can always also take a dive for cover reaction ability, which is you can do a defense action as a reaction, and but have to take a minor twist in order to
Okay.
enact that.
Okay, that's fine. Now I'm in the yellow for my health.
All right, and yeah, I think basically. Actually, the Dark Absolute Zero will attack everything. Well, all the
Yeah, it tracks.
heroes. 3 damage to everyone.
Yike.
Or
Okay.
1 damage to me. Aha.
But then drop to a d6.
Because it hurt itself?
Yeah, it attacks everything, but then drops a die size.
Oh.
Tachyon will rush in. And
Dark Tachyon?
Yeah, Dark Tachyon.
So did
Dark
we all
Knight.
take 3?
Well,
Yes.
I have the power that allows me to hide 2 of those when in the yellow, so I took 1. But yes, we should all take 3.
Well, I am ready for my own moves, so when she rushes in to attack me, I'm going to take my reaction and
Fair
punch
enough.
her back.
All right.
I've got a 2.
A 2. All right, it'll try to save. It might roll a 1. Well, that did not.
Might not roll at all.
No, I didn't
There's
do
a
the
1 in
slash.
there. I think it counts.
A 5. So it saves, but it will drop to a D6,
I'll take it.
which is actually going to be bad for this Dark Tachyon. As then, all right, it's going to punch Tachyon. Oh, rolling
Ooh.
6 damage.
I go down.
Oh no! So you are out.
Yep.
Okay. Why does it not let me?
So is there a way for her to recover hit points at this point, or
I
is she
don't
just
know if
out?
there is.
I don't think there is either, but I do get to take some like weird when
Oh,
I'm
right.
out
You have an
action.
out action. That's right.
And
You got to flip your card over.
Tachyon
Yeah, exactly.
will carry through and continue and go over and punch Rockstar. Oh, I forgot the +3. Oh.
There's no +3.
All right, I forgot it. So, yep, 6 damage to Rockstar.
6 damage. So I've just been attacked at close range.
Yep.
I'm going to react.
Okay.
And by the way, it's 4 damage to Rockstar.
Yep.
My reaction, I attack all enemies by rolling my stone die. So it says all nearby enemies. What would that qualify as nearby?
I think that would largely. Well, I'll let you have them all, except for
everybody?
Legacy,
All right.
who flew up.
So as we've seen in the past, at a certain point, when Rockstar is hit, she crosses her arms and just shoots stone everywhere. 12
Wow.
points of damage to everyone.
Oh my god.
Okay. All
you
right.
do not punch me in the face. I'm an angry young woman.
So, all these minions are gone.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, and we'll have Gold Orb. Well, yeah, they all drop.
Shards of rock go through their faces. Dark Legacy is still in play. I don't know if that's intentional or not.
Yeah, he's flying up above and away.
Okay, got it.
D8, and the crystal will try to save.
But it will fail.
It will actually fail. So it drops to a D10.
It takes extra damage because it failed so failurely.
Not so much. Drops to a D10.
Okay.
And with that, Dark Tachyon will hand it back to the crystal.
Is the crystal not already gone this turn?
No, it never actually went. It was gonna.
And then it
But
changed its mind.
Yeah.
Yep, the silver orb handed off to the gold orb or vice versa, one or the other.
Who will
Okay.
continue to flames within it will stoke and fire up and mark the environment. So the gold orb did go, and the silver.
Did I eliminate a minion with that attack?
You eliminated a bunch of them.
No, the gold orb didn't go. It handed it to the silver orb.
Because I have a reaction that I can do when I eliminate a minion, but I wasn't sure if it had actually...
Well, he said that they were minions.
Yeah, they were minions.
Okay, can I do my thing?
Sure. Well,
says,
is it a reaction?
Yes.
Well, you already, the other thing you did was a reaction, correct?
So I can't have a reaction to a reaction.
Well, you can't. You only get one reaction during each for each of your turns.
Okay, so
So
that
when
was
you
my
take your-
reaction.
Next turn, you can take another reaction, but not
Okay.
until then.
Shard Shatter was a reaction, yes. It's fun to say Shard Shatter.
But you
I
have
see.
to make sure you say the D clearly.
Shard Shatter.
Yeah, so yeah, gold did go, silver did not. So now the crystal's going, and it's gonna repopulate a Dark Legacy.
Dark Legacy's already there.
Oh, that's true. You're right. In that case, it's gonna make a Dark Rockstar.
Meh.
And it ticked down the scene tracker already, and it's gonna try to take another blast of unseen fire towards absolute 0.
Meh.
3 damage. And
To absolute 0?
yep.
Yay. What's that
You
put me
changed
at?
the zone.
That doesn't change me yet.
Okay. It's gonna hand it to the silver orb, who will ring out to try to hinder absolute 0.
Silver orb's already gone.
Did it go? It didn't hinder
Yeah.
anybody, did it? Or
Nope.
did it?
I don't think so.
It attempted to, I thought.
Did it? Well, that was last turn. It was the one at the end of the last. Anyways, absolute zero. You take a -2 ringing, and it'll hand it to the environment, who will mark.
All right. I am sure that I did not take a turn in that last round, in between the environment attacks.
No, yeah, haven't, because now it's basically your all goes.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll go ahead and let absolute zero.
You need to mark the environment as gone.
Should it be? There we are. Just don't press enter. Okay.
Okay. Now we got it.
All right. Now that that mess is done, absolute zero, kick it off as the one that's seemed to be up in front and center, menacing these big scary things.
Yay. They've already gone for the turn, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I hope so. Because it might be their turn again.
with everything popping in and out of existence, and Ryan having 15 turns in a row, I got lost.
Fair enough. It's kind of what happens when you let the bad guys go last.
Yeah. Should I hinder these guys again, or do we actually want to try and have me start taking people out?
I think you should try to start taking the big guys out.
Yeah, you guys are overwhelmed.
I would agree.
Okay. Then I'm going to freezer burn the crystal.
Okay.
Because that's what I do.
Freezer burn the crystal.
All right, well, Silver Orb's going to react. Try to hinder your attack there against the crystal. So, -1, so -3 in total.
-3.
Well, it hindered you last time on its actual turn, and now it's doing a reaction to hinder you further.
Oh, okay. I'm going to use my other +2 then, so I've only had a -1 on this.
Okay.
So I should just have the floaty +1 from the last issue left, and I'm a crystallize the crystal.
All right.
Yep. Ranged combat, cold, and the thing -1. Blam. Haha.
There you go.
So
It's a 9.
You are using the mid die?
Yep.
All right. Crystal will try to save and fail, so it drops to a D8.
Haha. I will heal 4 because I hit myself with cold.
All right.
But that does not change me anywhere. Boo.
That was a single attack just against the crystal?
Yeah, no, I have to be in the red in order to hit multiple things.
Oh, okay. All right.
I can hinder everything.
Mm-hmm.
But if I want to hit multiple targets, it's red zone time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to pass. Has any of the bad guys not gone?
I think they've all gone.
Well, the new Rockstar has not gone.
Actually, let's pass to Tachyon because I want to see how this works.
Okay.
So, I guess the speed force of Tachyon lives on, even though she's unconscious, knocked out by her own dark double.
I mean, honestly, you don't necessarily have to be knocked out. You're just beat up to a point of not being able to significantly assist too much, but you can.
Can't get up.
Yeah. So just depending on however you want to flavor that.
Yeah, I mean, I still like the idea of her just being like just cold, punched right, knocked out, because there's nothing that's really. I don't think I can add to the fight. Like, it's not like I can still make int checks or anything, which I could do if I was beat up. So I can just do this out action unless someone can get me back up, which means that I get to pick a hero, and on their next turn, they can take 1 irreducible damage to re-roll the dice they just rolled. So I'll toss that to Legacy.
Okay. And so I get to re-roll 1 die or just the entire...
All the dice, if you take 1 damage on your next turn.
Okay.
All right. And who are you passing it to?
Legacy.
All right.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay, I'll both pass the action and the thing to him.
Okay.
Yeah,
I saw my comrade fall. I shouldn't use comrade. I'm an American hero. I saw my friend fall, so I will do a flying smash. And for those people that may remember, in Legacy number 2, I went into a rage and was able to boost my powers by a +2. So I'm going to attack multiple targets using flight and I'll use my min die on this. So
Okay.
I'm going to use a +2 on that as well. So
All right.
using flight, I'm going to use my leadership abilities to add to this. And then we're going to roll that with a 2. And I get I'm supposed to use the min die here. And that is a 5 plus 2 would be 7. I could re-roll all of those again if I took a damage.
7's pretty good for
7 is
minimum
pretty
guy.
good. Yeah, I think I won't take that. I think I won't take that damage.
And you're using Flying Smash?
Yeah, and there's yes, and there's not any floating points, right, Rob?
Not that I am currently aware of, other
Okay.
than the ones that you set up at the beginning.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, I'll basically let you try to fly basically through the Dark Legacy, who's already at you.
Yeah, I'm just going to pinball smash through all of these guys.
Yes. And so Legacy, you'll try to save Dark Legacy.
Oh, boo.
That succeeds. So he drops to D8 though, because he's a minion. And then Rockstar will save.
Darkstar.
Darkstar, sure. Wow.
Oh, man.
And rolls a 10 to save, but is still a minion, so still drops to D8. Gold Orb rolls a D8 and fails, so it drops to D6.
Yay.
Silver Orb rolls and fails, so
Fails
it
hard.
drops to D6.
Is there something how do you determine whether it's just going down by 2 or whether it's obliterated? Because that was a 1 that it rolled against my 7.
It just goes down one step.
It just goes
if
down
it
one
fails.
step. Okay.
These lieutenants,
Okay.
as opposed to minions who would be just taken out completely.
Okay.
And
If the minions had failed, they'd be off the board.
Yeah.
as you close in on the crystal, all of a sudden the Dark Legacy swoops in and takes its hit.
Boo.
As it fails and is completely obliterated.
Wait, it's using
A reaction.
it's using heroic interception?
It's using its version.
Wow, that's a red action.
It's a minion. It's a little bit more
Okay.
simplified.
All right.
But it is
An onion.
out. So with that, you have a dark Rockstar and a normal Rockstar to go yet.
Hit the Dark Rockstar first. Otherwise, we're going to get more of that mess.
So you want me to go let regular Rockstar go?
No. This is the exact opposite of
Oh,
what
okay.
I said.
No, I'm just like, all right, then let Dark Rockstar go.
All right, so Rockstar, Legacy having flown in to attack all the things, will basically make several columns of crystals as she climbs up and lunges at Legacy with Shadow Crystal Fists. And take 5 damage.
Okay, I'll take 3 damage.
All right. And it'll pass it to Rockstar.
Shadow Crystal Fist. All right, so
It's I
have a question.
Yep.
you remember that thing that we did to get here where I was feeling the resonance of the orb and its strange harmonics?
Mm-hmm.
What if I said to myself, Self, I bet you I could set up a counter harmonic.
All right.
I could do something where I set up a counter harmonic and was like, oh, to try and, this is not an attack, because an attack is clearly something different. Maybe an overcome situation where somehow I use that resonance against it without it being an attack, so that I can use my principle of strength. But not an attack, except, it might cause it to explode.
Let me think here.
I'm overcoming because I'm using the environmental thing, and it's an overcome, and I'm going to just return it with the brute force of my vocal strength, because I don't know if you know this, but I'm in a band.
Okay.
I'm the lead singer of the band.
Feels like a little bit of stretching, but this is the void that does seem to react to the powerful will of others. So
I have pretty powerful will, dude.
I will allow you to try to make an overcome action there with your strength.
Overcome by reversing the polarity.
Yes.
So again, it's going to be strength primary, and I think that's going to fall again under leadership, actually, or maybe creativity. I don't know. What do you think? Creativity.
Creativity.
Yeah.
All right. So
Makes
strength,
sense.
creativity. Do I have any negatories?
Nope.
But you remember that 2 that I have.
The floating 2?
The floating 2. Well,
right.
I had a 2 and a 1 and a 2. I used 1, 2. Haven't used the 1, but now I'm going to use the other 2. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
It's gonna be a throwback to that time when I was doing that cover of "I'm Your Captain," only as a speed metal with a heavy bass line.
Mm-hmm.
Pitchfork.
Well, you are using the principle of strength, correct?
Principle of strength, yes.
Which lets you use the max die. Since you rolled
correct.
a 10, a 2, and a 2, you actually rolled a 12. And so basically what's I'm going to allow here is basically with this overcome action, you can shut off one of the free abilities that this crystal thing seems to be getting every turn. So basically on its turn, it does have the capability to materialize any currently unmaterialized dark hero and advance the scene tracker by 1 tick. Which one of those would you like to shut off?
My brain says the dark heroes, but starting to wonder with only 4 things left in the scene tracker before we all die.
Yeah,
I would shut off the
scene tracker.
Does help buy you some time.
I think shutting off the dark heroes is going to buy us more time.
Yeah, because then we don't have to worry about them attacking or having to deal with them, and we can just focus on the final 3 items.
And we won't have Legacy being able to swoop in.
To kind of part the curtain a bit, the gold orb is also able to summon heroes, and also they do populate at the top of the round.
We did see that too. The gold orb called the heroes, so yeah.
So you're going to be getting quite a bit of them anyways.
So yeah, I think we do want to stop the scene tracker.
All right.
And everyone gains a hero point.
Okay.
Because I used my principle of something dark side.
Yes.
Should be at 3 or 4 hero points at this point.
I'm 4. At 4.
Okay. I missed one.
Yeah, because I've done 3 and Sam did 1.
That's correct.
Yep.
And as I mentioned, since with that ending, that would make it the top of the round. And so, once again, shadowy forms coalesce, and there's another dark legacy. And a dark absolute 0 will pop into existence as well.
Oh. And I get to choose who we go to?
Yes, and then you get to choose who to go from here.
I choose Dark Star.
Okay.
Dark Rock Star.
Dark Rock Star.
No.
We call her Nickelback.
So it's going to give it to all of the bad guys again.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's fine. It's fine.
Not really.
We have a plan. It's good. It's a good plan.
So Dark Rock Star will go. And now at the foot of the crystal, it'll turn on absolute 0. And once again, form crystallized fist and punch with a crystal bonus and take 7 damage.
What are you at now, Rob?
Change state.
I just took 7 damage.
Yep.
Spiffy. That does not change my state. Yeah. I am 1 shy of a changed state. 2 shy.
And Dark Rock Star will hand it to the gold orb, who will now generate the last remaining member of this group, and a dark tachyon will coalesce as well. And then it will resonate out, boosting all the minions with only a +1. And with that, it'll hand it, that was the gold, to the Dark Absolute 0, who will blast out at everything with its fire. With the +1. 5 damage all. And then it drops to a D6.
I'm a change zones.
Okay.
What does that mean?
That means I'm a boost. With a 9, so it's a +3.
Yep.
So, yeah, as I start getting blasted with the fire, I instinctively put up a cold shield and just generally start freezing the air around me. Because it's in the Chaos Realm, it's freezing to a point beyond what I normally would do. Because the realm is reacting to my actual wills.
Okay. Interesting. And
no, need to be cold.
Gotta be cold. And with that, I'll hand it over to Dark Legacy, who will rush in and attack Actual Legacy with 4 damage, which he will block most of.
2.
And who will hand it over to Tachyon.
I will give... Oh, Dark Tachyon.
Sorry, yeah.
Oh.
We'll rush in and...
Why you gotta be like that, Brian?
try to clobber both Absolute Zero and Rockstar in said order.
Okay.
5 damage.
2 damage.
And we'll hand it to Silver Orb.
Yeah.
Will continue to resonate against Absolute Zero.
That's just hindering me, right?
Yep, -1.
Okay. Yeah.
And the crystal has not gone. Actually, I'll hand it over to the environment before handing it over to Legacy. And just to get another X and put us firmly into the red zone if everyone's not already there anyways.
I thought we stopped the environment.
You stopped the crystal from...
The crystal from having the ability to do it twice and run round like I did last time.
Oh, okay.
So both the environment and the crystal were ticking that up. And so, yeah, you slowed that down. And now it'll hand it to Legacy.
I probably am not going to be able to take out the crystal with my takedown power. So I probably am going to try to attack all of them again with my min die instead of... Well, wait, okay. If I use my takedown, I can attack one target using flight, use my max die, then hinder that target with my mid plus min die.
Ooh.
So maybe I will try to take down the crystal.
I think you should.
So I'm going to use flight and leadership, and I'm going to use my... this is the first time. So the editor's note says, this is not the first time Legacy has ever used takedown. Make sure you go and read Legacy number 20 for more on that. And so I'll get a +2 bonus on that.
Okay.
And then, Rob, did you say there was a +1?
No, I have a +1 still.
Oh, okay.
There's a floating +3, but I would appreciate letting me use that so I can hit myself for some cold damage and heal from the 3 points that I'm at.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Well, then I will just take a +2 on this.
Well,
Excuse me,
as
2 points that I'm at.
Soren, the gold orb will resonate. I'll take a -1 from that, as it tries to push you back from smacking into this crystal.
So it's a 1 instead of a 2?
Yep.
All right, so my max die is 9. I get a +1 is
So
10. 10 against the crystal.
Well, it can't beat a 10, so it drops to a D6.
Cool.
And you hinder with the mid plus min?
Which would be 4.
5.
Oh, plus the 1 would be 5, yeah.
Yep.
So it hinders 5.
All right, which would
6.
be...
No, 3 plus... The mid plus the min is 3 plus 1 plus 1 is 5.
Which
Are
is
all the dice
-2.
+1?
Are all the dice plus 1? Or just the end result is 1?
I would just say the end result.
Okay.
I see where you're coming from, Rob, on that.
Yeah, but so, yeah, it's that'll be a -2.
Yeah, unless you want to put a -3 on there, I wouldn't mind that. But...
No, you didn't break 8.
Oh, okay.
-7.
So,
and then that's my turn.
Tachyon can give a boost, right?
Yeah.
I can let people re-roll
yeah.
That could also be helpful.
by taking damage.
Yeah, so I don't
How
think
much damage?
1 point
Just
of
1.
damage.
I'm good. I'm at 2.
All right, then Tachyon can go next.
All right, Absolute Zero. Have a good burst of the Speed Force.
All right.
And giving him
Keep this
the
up.
to hit the next turn as well?
Yep.
All right.
Yay. I'm a survivor.
Well, let's see. The battle's not over yet.
Well, I'm going to be using thermal shockwave. Attack 3 targets using cold, one of which missed by me. Apply my max die to one, mid die to another, and my min die to a third. I'm going to hit crystal and silver
All right.
for the other two. I'm going to use my floating +3, as well as my last +1 from the hero points.
Okay.
So I've got a +4, and I'm at a -1 hindered right now.
Sounds right. Yes. Yep.
Okay. So I'm at a total of a +3 to this,
All right. Sounds good.
with the ability to reroll if necessary.
Okay. Ooh.
Um.
You got the max and the min. That's
Right.
I mean, you could roll higher with that D12.
I could roll
You could
higher
also
with
roll
12.
lower.
I could also heal myself for 13.
I suppose so.
I would roll again.
Said roll again, Steven?
I think so, right? Because you're going to attack one with a max. You got to attack one with a max, one with your mid, and you got to attack 3 people. One of them has to be you.
Yep.
With all 3 of those dice. If you attack the crystal with a 10, that will basically take it out.
Well, basically, he just has to hit it with a 7, and it'll drop it to a D4.
Okay.
Basically, what I was thinking with these is hit myself with the 10 because
Oof. Okay.
ow, I'm at 2.
Yeah.
Hit the crystal with the 7 or with the 4, which would be a 7,
yeah.
which means it can't save, so it automatically takes the damage going down to a D4. Correct?
Yep.
And then hit the silver. I said silver, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hit the silver with the 1, which would be a 4, which means it has a 50-50 chance of saving.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds solid.
I can re-roll. Like I'm okay with re-rolling this because I should still get the worst thing that happens is I can only heal myself for 4.
I mean,
if I free once.
If you're confident with that, I mean, you can leave it just like this.
The
How long
worst
does
thing
the
that happens
reroll
is 3 ones.
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty odd.
I'm not saying that's likely, but
Nope.
I mean, you pretty much hit. You pretty much hit
less than
that.
one in
The only problem
1,000
here is
odds
that it's a
and
50-50 to not
12,000,
damage the
1,200.
silver orb.
Yeah, no, go ahead and leave it at that.
it's the only negative. I think you're good.
Yep. So I'll hit myself for 13, which will also let me boost.
Okay.
And my yellow is at 11. I will hit the crystal with the 7, and I will hit the silver orb with the 4.
All right. Silver orb will try to save.
It will fail.
And it will fail, so it drops to a D4.
Yay! Boost.
And now,
Oh, it's only a 6.
yep. Okay, so you went back to yellow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I healed myself for 13, dude.
So a +2 bonus? How does
So-
that materialize?
Literal ice crystals hanging in the air from how much freezing output I did, causing whoever wants to utilize them in whatever manner they feel like.
Honestly, there was a -2 on the crystal, so I mean, you could have just flipped that, but the outcome would have been the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's fine.
I didn't realize there was a -2 on the
Yeah,
crystal.
I forgot that there was that hinder
Yeah.
that I put on there. It's actually a -5 hinder is what it has.
Well, you rolled a 5, which
Oh,
results
right.
in a 2
yeah.
negative
Yep, that's right.
penalty.
Right. So yeah, then I guess I would have done it the other way around.
Yeah.
We'd be in the same place, though.
Yeah.
Just Brian's roll wouldn't have mattered.
Nope.
Um,
So who's
so
going next?
that's me.
I would say, man, you got to let Rockstar go and try to take the crystal out.
Crystal hasn't gone yet. If I let the
Yes.
crystal go, that gives Rockstar the turn after that, which means she can pass it on to you, me, or Tachyon because we've all gone already. Because they're the only 2 left in the turn, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, you're right.
So yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
smart.
toss that onto the crystal.
Okay. And with that, the crystal, there's no minions to summon, so it's just going to attack. And it will basically lash out with a psychic force that will target both Legacy and we'll go with Rockstar. No, Absolute Zero. Legacy and Absolute Zero. So Legacy
Sure.
first. Oh, 4 damage to Legacy. So,
So
1.
damage.
And Absolute Zero. 3 damage.
Guess what?
Does that switch you back? Oh, gross.
Oh no,
Okay.
it doesn't.
Oh, no. Okay. That's just.
Wow.
All right. All right.
Yeah, that puts me
and
one above switching.
toss it to Rockstar.
Rockstar. I think it's time for a power cord.
Okay.
Dwang.
Dwang. So that you said there's ice crystals in the air?
Yes.
Yes.
You know what would be really cool?
Me.
Is if Absolute Zero put those ice crystals in the air and Rockstar, the hammer, Megan, the hammer, ran across them like that scene of Legolas running up the stairs that are collapsing and came down on the crystal with the full force of her power cord. I don't know if that's possible or not. I'm just saying that's what happened. Power cord attacks using stone. Use mid plus max die. So This is stone. This is creativity. Is the zone red? The zone is red.
Yep.
I have a +1 out there. You think I ought to use it?
Sounds like you were using it with running up the crystals.
That's a good point. I think I used it.
Actually, it was a +2.
How do you feel
I think
about
he was talking about his own +1 from the previous
his own +1?
heroes.
my
points.
+1? Yeah.
Oh.
How do you feel about that?
And what are you attacking with?
Max plus mid.
So, wow. And this
20
is on the
damage.
crystal?
Yeah.
This is on the crystal, yes.
All right.
Crash.
Yes, totally crash into it, and it just shatters apart. And there's a great flash of light. And with that, the orbs clunk to the ground and seem to go inert. And just left seems to be this tiny, silvery, crystalline amber still just burning there.
What happens if we put it out?
Well, it's out of combat. So you're all go.
We're no longer combat?
Yep.
It's still burning?
Yeah, there seems to be a glowing ember there, just a crystalline silver
I'll
shard.
rush over and check on the doctor.
Yes, I think we should check on.
I'm
her
going to
first.
stomp out the ember.
You stomp on it, and it seems to just totally be unfazed.
Keep burning.
It's pretty. It's still glowing, and like I say, it just seems to be like this little crystalline silver still pulsing.
Can you
I'll
pick it up?
Yeah, you
I'll pick it up.
pick it up. It seems a bit warm, but otherwise seem to be unaffected.
Is it emanating doom or evil or anything?
Doesn't seem to be.
No, you can craft it into a necklace and wear it around your neck.
Okay.
So how does kind of recovering work if since I was knocked out? Like, am I back able to talk again, but like at 0 hit points, or?
Basically, at the end of this, at the end of a scene, everyone goes up to their next max hit points of the next stage.
Oh, okay. So I go to like
the top of red since you're
Sure.
out.
Got it. Thank you.
So if we're at yellow, we go up to green?
Yep.
Okay.
And if we're red, we go up to yellow.
Which, I guess I didn't actually do after the previous combat, but I don't think it mattered too much.
That's fine.
That's fine. I
Did
don't
we
think had
win?
one.
Yeah, you won.
Yes, we did.
You defeated the...
Oh, no,
I guess that was in character.
that was in
Sure, fair
character.
enough.
As a matter of fact, we did win. I'm sorry that we couldn't be there to assist you sooner.
It's okay. I've got a nasty right hook.
I think we should probably... So do we think that this was the source of all the stuff that was going on?
Yeah, everything seems to be quite a bit now. You look back and you notice that previously twisty, tree-like looking path and branching off seems to have just straightened out, and you just got like this obsidian lane just going back to that rocky planet, and it seems that oddly that portal that you had came from is just waiting there at the end of that.
I think it's probably best we go home.
Yeah, that sounds better than staying here.
This thing feels weird.
Can you
wait, what thing?
walk?
Oh, yeah. I'm fine. I'll be fine. I think.
I think it's the thing that was inside the crystal. But whatever it is, it feels weird, and I think we should take it back to somebody who knows.
Maybe Argent Adept. This is totally his sphere, and I never even got to like figure out what was going on with the tree. Maybe that's the connection. Maybe they're trying to siphon tree off of or siphon energy off of the tree in our world to the tree in this world, and to create this like weird dark reflection of it.
And I don't know. All I know is this thing feels weird, and I think we should take it back.
Team, away!
So you rush back through, and Visionary's there waiting for you.
As soon as we're through, close the portal, Visionary.
Absolutely. So she does. Okay. That's taken care of.
Yeah.
So what happened in there?
Well, apparently this eternal Zippo was inside of a giant rock, and it was trying to blow a hole in reality or something.
Yeah, we need to reach Argent Adept. This seems more like his deal than ours, but we fought dark mirrors of ourselves that it was being conjured, and there were some spheres. It was very strange. I don't really like the void.
Show her the crystal, Rockstar.
I opened my hand, and there's a crystal in the middle of my fingerless leather glove just sitting there. Kind of on fire, only not.
That is interesting. I think you may be right. That may be best to have Argent Adept look into it. That's definitely more his purview. But what's been going on in Megalopolis there?
Oh, we were attacked by, as we were cleaning up, a bunch of look like Omnitrons.
Yeah, they're not Omnitron though. They're some kind of hybrid.
Yeah,
people have been
trash robots.
Yeah, my own tech was in there. I have gone in as we were talking. I've gone into Vanessa's fridge and am eating whatever I could find there.
Well, that's not actually my fridge.
Right.
Batteries and film and.
The Longs have since moved out. The current residents, I do got them safely in a sleeping suggestion.
I'll just put this away now.
With a big bite out of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like...
It's like an angel food cake with a perfect imprint of your teeth.
So disturbances going on in the void, and someone attacking Akash Flora. There definitely seems to be some interesting energy situations going on here. I really think we might need to try to get the Prime Wardens back together. This is really their kind of thing.
That seems reasonable. Do you have we can Argent Adept had called us, so she'll say, signal him back. It's like, Argent Adept, you still okay?
Yes, things have been going good here. Both me and Koshflor have been resting up well.
Oh, good. We just had a little adventure in the void and have something that you should probably take a look at.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If any sort of void issue, I'll definitely need to look into this.
Should we meet you there? Meet you somewhere else?
Yeah, why don't you all come and we can meet. I'll be here at the Akash Flora.
All right.
Okay. Does Visionary want to come with us?
Yeah, I'll come on by. I'll still just gonna stay here and make sure everything's secure.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's very nice of you. You really don't want more demons taking over this nice place. I will get them more food later. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. I do appreciate it. All right, I will. Try to clean up here and leave these people to their home. And
wait. 1 second. She runs into the kitchen, comes back. Okay. I've done them one better. They now have a garbage disposal. Let's go.
I'll grab Rockstar by the collar. Away, team, and fly back off to Megalopolis.
Stretch out my jacket.
All right. Heroes fly off to Megalopolis.
Megatropolis.
Arrive at the Akash Flora, where Argent Adept is waiting. So, what is this you had with the void?
It's this thing here. It's like, I don't know. It looks like a lighter to me, but it was inside of a big giant crystal, and it was calling up shadow versions of us, and it could not get my hair right to save its life. I mean, seriously.
No, that's really what it looks like.
It
feels
certainly
magical, though.
interesting. I'm not quite sure what to make of this, but I do oddly get the sense that it wants to be with you.
With us?
Yes.
Huh.
Maybe you guys should hold on to this.
Put it in my pocket.
She'll be like, "Are you a little friendly crystal? Are you?"
I'm not sure. It definitely seems to have its own intent, but
Well,
I
it
don't
intended to punch our faces in.
suppose it did. But I kind of get the impression that was means to an end and wasn't necessarily malicious in any way. But
Like it was trying to get our attention?
I don't think so. I think it just more found you in the way.
Well, what was it trying to do?
Seemed like it was trying to get through to here.
Huh. Well,
And
should
now
we
it's
let
here.
it get through to here? Like, how do we know that it's not, I don't know, going to try to build a new obsidian tree and conjure more shadow duplicates of us that will rage against the city?
Made an obsidian tree, you say?
Yes. Yeah, that's what was my theory, was that it might be channeling Akash Flora in some fashion.
That is interesting, considering it did coincide with this attack on the tree. I really wish I had my companions. This might be something we have to look into here.
Yes, Visionary suggested reassembling your team.
Well, that might be easier said than done.
Don't I know it?
And Captain
I'd love to-
Cosmic left to space. We pretty much all kind of went our own way after Haka is no longer with us.
Mm-hmm.
And without any way to get him back. I understand that Tempest seems to be investigating the Insula Primalis. And apparently Fanatic, there's been some reports of her in Russia.
Huh. Well,
Road trip.
yeah, I don't think the Freedom Five are really welcome in Russia right now, but Insula Primalis, who doesn't love a good dinosaur adventure?
Absolute
Indeed,
Zero
it's,
raises his hand.
Oh.
Not even the big ones. With the things on their nose.
I high five him. Yes, fighting dinosaurs.
It's hot there.
That it is.
And in case you haven't noticed, I no longer have a home.
Yeah, that's, like I said, a problem. Like, I would really like to do some further analysis on our new crystal companion here. And I would like to recover from my injuries. This has been quite the day.
Yeah, I think we could all use some rest.
You mean as in 30 days before the next issue?
Oh my God.
Breaking the fourth wall and giving a wink to the audience?
You are not guys. You don't get to do that.
Oh, but
Exactly.
I am the Superman analog, and in the Silver Age, Superman did that all the time.
All you can do is wink and make fun of girls, and we don't do that here. Half the team is girls.
And I wink, and I say, 30 days, ladies and gentlemen. 30 days for issue number 3. Is that the end of issue 2?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Why don't we wrap it up there? We will come back for issue number 3 of this adventure. Oh, Dinosaur Island. Cannot wait. If you have any questions, podcast majorspoilers.com. And until next time, here's hoping all of your dice rolls are critical hits.
This podcast is copyright 2020 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.